Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be showing you how I did these crochet butterfly locks. This is super cute. It looks very natural. I'm going to be giving you all of the details on how I did this style. So if you want to know, make sure you keep on watching. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sabrina Maria here with another video for you guys. So today, as you can tell by the caption, we are going to be doing some crochet butterfly locks. I did a video before on butterfly locks, but they were not crochet. I guess you can say I did them from scratch. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to be trying this method and we're going to see how it works. But first, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn the notifications on so that you can see more videos from me. Let's get started. Okay, so first I want to go ahead and tell you about the hair that I got. It's a hair that I ordered off of Amazon. This particular says Beyond Beauty. It came in this bag right here. And this is how like the bundles look. It was 6 of these right here. It came in like a little package right here. I already have one that is taken out. So it looks like this, okay? And it came like, as you can see, it's kind of like distressed. It's kind of like curly, to have like that butterfly look going on. I do like how the size of them, a really good size. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It comes with 12 locks in a bundle. So altogether I have 6 packs. So that's 72 locks that I will have to work with. 72 locks that I will have to work with. And the texture is really not that bad. It's not like really rough or anything like that. Toward the bottom it is. So I'm afraid, I'm kind of nervous about tangling and things like that, or like snagging. And they are pre-looped. As you can see, they're already like on here and they have like a loop on here to make it easier for you to get off, okay? It also came with a crochet needle right here, so that's convenient because actually I couldn't find mine. And I have like 5 of these probably, and I couldn't find mine. So I was glad that it came with one because I'm like, I don't know where my needle is. And it also came with some little hair accessories that you can put in if you wanted to, like 2 gold and 2 silver. So I have my own. I probably won't use these, but yeah. It was neat that they, sent them stuff. Oh, and it also came with some lashes. Some 3D lashes. Not my style of lashes, but they came with some lashes, okay? That was very generous. All right, so as you can see, let me tell you about my braid pattern and what I did. So we're doing crochet, and one thing I always say about these crochet styles, and I've been doing crochet styles for years. You can probably see my videos. Like I have videos from years ago that I was doing crochet before it became like really popular again. But when we get into doing crochet styles like this one with locks, Senegalese twists, or however you say it, box sprays, if you don't plan it out correctly, a lot of times what I see is that people end up with this bulkiness on their head, this bulky bundles of braids on their head. They can't even put it all up in a ponytail. It makes it really inconvenient. It's heavy and it really doesn't look natural as if you have like individuals. When you have individuals, you're able to maneuver it a little bit better, okay? Well, when you have crochet, if you're doing a braid straight back, you're gonna see the parts. It won't look natural when you pull it all up, even half up, half down. You don't have much versatility with the styles. So a lot of times you won't see me do a lot of crochet styles with like these, or even I did the spring twist, but I did it a little bit different to make it, a little bit more manageable. But I decided for this one to go ahead, I want it to look as natural as possible. So I decided to do some individual braids around the perimeter of my head, and then I did some cornrows in the middle. And I'll turn around so you can see that. So here's how it looks in the middle. So as you can see in the middle, I did some like a, zigzaggy situation going on. Not like side to side, but like more up and down. And I did that because I wanted them to lay a little bit more flat. And I wanted to, as you can see, I did the braids kind of in between, to fall in between my parts that I already have here. One thing about when you're doing your braids, whether you're doing the individual or even if you're doing the cornrows, you want to plan out how you're going to be wearing your locks. Okay, so that's the first thing that I thought about. I thought about, how am I really going to be wearing? Am I going to be wearing it down a lot? Do I want to have the versatility of putting it up or down? And, you know, however I want to do it. So I know that I did not want mine to just fall flat. I don't want it to just fall flat. I usually like to flip mine over to the side. So as you can see, that is how I did my braids. When I was doing my parting, I didn't do rows going straight back like that. I actually did rows going this way. So I did these braids first, this back row. And then the next row, I made sure that the braids, as you can see, fall in between. That way, when I get ready to put my hair all the way up, it has more of a natural look and you really can't see the parts as much, okay? But I also knew that I wanted them to kind of fall to the side. So when I got ready to braid it, I make sure I did like this. I didn't braid it down this way. I didn't braid it back. I made sure that I braided it going this way and then right here to go this down like so, okay? And then the back, I just did like 2 rows in the back of individual braids. And as you can see, I did not braid them all the way down to the end because who got time to be taking this out? Like, when I get ready to take it out, nobody got time to be combing out. I mean, y'all gonna come do it for me? I mean, I'm not. This is all about convenience here, okay? So I have this one little braid left here that I need to kind of crochet into my hair from the middle that I cornrowed. And then we're gonna go ahead and start putting this hair in. The individual braids that I have about 40 individual braids. Now, this particular method is good for people who do not know how to cornrow. I get a lot of messages about, oh, I wish you could do crochet for people who don't cornrow. Now, if you don't know how to cornrow, you can definitely do the individual braids like this on your whole head, but I just didn't have time for that. That would have took me a long time. It took me already about an hour just to do these braids. I mean, seriously, that would have took a minute. So I didn't really have time. I didn't want to do all of that. So I decided to just crochet the middle, do the braids on the outside. That way when I pull it up, it looks natural, whatever. So, but that you do have that option, and I'm going to be showing how I'm going to crochet with these individuals, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and crochet this into my hair, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so as you can see, I've already done the back. I wanted to kind of go ahead and get that out of the way so I can get some momentum going. And so now I'm going to go ahead and do the middle. I have 2 left from the bundle. Remember, I told you it came with 12 in one bundle, and I had 2 left from doing the back. So I have about 10 in the back. So the loop is kind of small on these. That was a downside. The hair is okay, but the loop was kind of small. So sometimes you'll see throughout, I kind of struggle to get my finger through the loop. So I'm going to go ahead and put this hair in the middle that I've done my cornrows. I'm going to go ahead and put it in through there. This part was the quickest because I'm just doing it like normal crochet. So I had to keep putting my finger through the loop. As you can see, that kind of took up some time, having to always find the loop and stretch the loop out to get my finger in there. But I'm going to go ahead and continue with this. I don't remember how many braids were in the middle, but I did about 4 locks on each braid, and I made sure I kind of spaced them out. I didn't want it to be really bulky in the middle, just because it was going to be heavy and I wanted to be able to put it up. But the way that I have it laying, everything's going to be covered. You're not going to be able to see any parts. As I said, when I did the braids, I did them in between my individuals so that everything could fall in between the parts so you wouldn't see any of the parts. So as you can see, I've already done some. And the way that it is falling, it is nice and full. It's not too bulky, but it's laying down flat. So I'm going to go ahead and continue filling in the rest of this middle part, and then we'll get to these individuals. So I finished the back, and as you can see, it is nice and full. You cannot see the parts. And yeah, it's nice and full and it's not too bulky. So now I'm going to go ahead and get started on the front. So I'm going to go ahead and move some of this out of the way so that you guys can really see. I'm going to zoom in so you can really see what I'm actually doing with these individuals. So you will need to take one of the locks and open up the loop. And what you're going to do is place the needle in the root of the braid that you've done. And I'm placing it down, and you're going to put the loop in the hook and close the latch and pull the hair through. Okay, then you're going to open up the loop again, put your fingers through the loop, as you can see, and I'm going to take the braid and the lock and pull it through the loop completely and tighten it. I'm pulling it through the loop, and then I'm going to pull on the lock, not my braid, but the lock, to just tighten it at the root so it can be nice and secure at the root. So now that I have done that, what I'm going to do is take my crochet needle, and as you can see, when I pull it up, it looks more natural with the knot being on the bottom. That's why I put it in down. So you're going to use that part on the crochet needle. You're going to feed your needle through the lock. So I like to go to where the distressed part is. It's just easier to get into the lock. And you're going to push it up. Notice that I'm using my other hand to guide the needle through the lock. And you're pushing it up, and you want to push it up so it can come out close to the root to where your braid is, so that you can be as close as your braid as possible. So then you're going to pull, I'm going to pull my braid into the loop, and then I'm going to close the latch. You may have to do a little bit of maneuvering to really get the hair in the loop. Make sure your hook is not in the braid, because that happened to me and I was not able to pull the braid through. So once you have it in, you'll pull it through like so. And then as you can see, I'm holding my braid and I'm pushing the lock up to cover the root of my braid, and you cannot see it. So now I still have some hair to pull through. So I'm going to go ahead and do that same thing again. I'm going to feed the hook through the lock, and I'm going to make the hook come out where my hair is out. Okay, I'm not going to go past it, and you don't want to pull the hook out too soon, but you want to pull it out as close as possible to where your hair is. And then you're going to do the same thing. Put the hair through the loop, through the hook, close the latch, and pull the hair through. You're going to do that same thing. And again, I mentioned about make sure the hook is not in the braid, like it doesn't get caught in the braid, because you will not be able to pull it through, and it's going to hurt when you try to pull. So if your hair is shorter, this will be easier for you because you may only have to pull it through one time. But if you have a little bit of length like I do, you may have to pull it through multiple times. And notice also that my hair is almost the same length as the lock itself. And there you go. You cannot see my hair. It looks like an individual lock that I did. Individual lock. There you go. And it gives a natural look. Okay. My hair is about the same length as the lock. So if your hair, and this is 12 inches, I can't remember if I told you guys that, but this is 12 inches. So if your hair is longer than mine, you might want to get longer locks. Otherwise, this method will be a little challenging for you to really be able to pull your hair through if your hair is longer. So I'm going to show you again how to do this. Again, if your hair is shorter, this would be much quicker because you'll only probably have to pull it through one time. But if your hair is longer, you have to do it maybe a couple times. On some pieces, I actually had to pull it through maybe about 4 times because my hair was a little bit longer in that particular area of my head. So once you get the hang of it, you'll know how to maneuver your hands through your head and everything, and how to get the hair through. It does take some time. Altogether, it took me about 3 hours to do this style. Probably a little bit longer, actually. I had some locks gave me similar issues, didn't want to let the hook in and things like that. So it just depends on you. Once you get a little bit more momentum going, it will be easier to do as you go along. But it was super easy. And so I'm going to continue this method throughout the front of my head until I am finished. So as you guys can see, I've done quite a bit. I'm almost done with the half of the front part of my head. But I decided to just go ahead and take the locks and just pull them through all the braids and then go ahead and start feeding my hair into the lock. For some reason, I felt like I went faster when I just went on ahead and did that rather than just putting the lock in the braid and then doing each individual one. I just went through and I got a whole bunch of locks and I just put them all in and then went back and fed them through. I went quicker that way, but I continued to use the same method to feed them through on this side as I did the other side until I got done with all of them. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like on if you've ever tried this method before. I have done this method before. I never made a video about it. I did it with my faux locks, my goddess locks actually. So let me know if you've tried this and how it worked for you. And if you're interested in trying it, if you do try it, let me know how it works out for you. I would love to hear the feedback and see how it worked for you. So I completed it and here it is. Here's the finished product. I absolutely love it. Don't do like I did. There was a little piece of hair hanging and I pulled it and it was actually part of the lock. So if that happens to you and it unravels like this, all you got to do is wrap the hair up on the lock. Just go ahead and wrap it around up and then give it a nice palm roll and it will be back to like it was. Okay. I like the hair, but I do wish it was a little like shinier, I guess you could say. It just looks kind of rough and dry. It has more of a kinky look to it, and I just kind of wish it had a softer look to this particular hair, but it is super cute though. I got a lot of compliments on it. People think I have individuals all over, but of course y'all know I don't have time for that. This is crochet. So I do like doing this method. It did take me a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but it still was not bad. I still prefer this over sitting for 6 hours to get my hair done. So this works for me. It's not bulky. I'm able to put it up, and look, when I pull it up, it looks so natural. Like, look at that. It looks so natural in the front. Looks like individuals. You don't see like individual parts. So super cute. I slicked those edges, of course, using my favorite edge control, my 24-hour edge tamer by Eben, the black top. And I love it, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and try this half up, half down style. It is super easy to put up. It's not heavy at all. I thought it was going to be really heavy, even with me having less braids in, and it is not heavy. So yes, this is super cute. I love this. I love this style, and anybody can do this. If you don't know how to braid, you can do this method all over your head. You don't have to do the cornrow in the middle like I did. You can go ahead and do individuals all around if you need to. So this is super cute. And I will show you the back. The back is very full as well. Not too full. It's not heavy. It's not bulky. You cannot see any of those parts. You can look at the back and see the individuals that I did. I only did 2 rows of individuals and it still looks good. Everything is covered. It looks natural all around the perimeter of my head. I love it. I love it. Everything falls correctly, falls right in place where you cannot see any of the parts. So this is so versatile. You can wear it half up, half down. You can wear it all the way up. You can wear it to the side. You can just wear it down. I like to kind of throw mine to the side a little bit and just kind of have the hair going one way. And actually, of course, this is the first time using this hair, so I had to kind of break it in. It was a little stiff, but now after wearing it, it's so relaxed now, and it falls so much better now. So I love it. This is super cute. Let me know in the comments what you think of this style. I would really love to hear your feedback. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead and join the family and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys coming and watching with me. Oh, and I did not even end up using all of the hair. I meant to tell you guys that I did not use all of the hair. I still had some hair left over. So yeah, so I will leave the link to the Amazon store where I got this from. Make sure you guys check it out. Leave me a comment, give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.